Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to do a chit chat. Get ready with me. I just want to kind of sit back and chat. Honestly, I rack my brain trying to think of video ideas sometimes. And honestly, my favorite thing to do is to just shoot the breeze, just kind of chill and chat about life. So we're going to start off here with moisturizing my face. I did put some SPF on, but my face has been so ridiculously dry. And I just got this in the mail yesterday. And I was like, what is on my doorstep? And Drunk Elephant sent me the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, but this is their new reformulated version. So I have the card over there. I'm going to talk about this in a different video, like more specifically, but I just wanted to kind of put it on my face here this morning. Actually, it's the afternoon. So I haven't done a Q&A in a while, even though I feel like from my standpoint, I'm very open and honest and transparent. I chat with you guys about all kinds of stuff. So I don't feel like I'm one of those YouTubers, not those YouTubers, but just not a person that kind of like guards you off from my life, because I feel like I share a lot of my life here, which I personally love. I love to watch people who are just really frank, because I think that's important, especially with social media. I mean, there's a screen between you and me, and I could pretend to be anybody, right? But I just want to be myself, and thank you for letting me be able to do that. All right, so we're going to put some makeup on. I'm just going to dive in here. I'm going to be using my It Cosmetics CC Cream. Believe it or not, I decluttered every single foundation in my collection, and this is all that I own. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because I couldn't remember when I had purchased some of the foundations I was using in my drawer, number one. Number two, I looked at the ingredients of a lot of my foundations, and they had chemical sunscreens in them. I'm like, well, you're why my face is breaking me out. You're the culprit. I used to love you, but now I don't, kind of thing. So I decided, I know when I got this. My friend Jelena gave this to me this past April, so it's not bad. So I asked on Instagram for some questions, Q&As, and you guys must not have a lot of questions for me, probably because I share so gosh darn much. But I had like 3 questions. So I thought, well, either I'm really boring and uninteresting, people don't want to know anymore, or it was, you guys already know everything kind of thing. So I'm believing you already know everything, and there's just a few of you who had some questions. And some of the questions were things that those of you who have been with me a while already know the answers to, so I'm not going to answer those. I am going to leave a playlist in the description box of previous Q&As, because I know that I answered those questions previously, and I don't want to rehash some of the same things. For my sanity and for yours. Let me just turn this down. We're a little bright here today. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I've been putting my concealer on. Oh, I just forgot everything. I forgot primer because I'm chatting. And I was going to put my concealer on first, so I guess we'll do it second. But I've been enjoying blending it out before going in with the foundation, just to, I don't know, I just find that it kind of blends in better. And this is the Infallible Pro Glow. I also only have this concealer and these 2 concealers on hand too, because a lot of I got rid of things that were too dry. Like, I've been having dry under eyes too. Let me blend this out before it dries like this. I just had to really get rid of things that weren't working for me, things that were just cluttering up space. And I don't want to be putting expired makeup on my face because my face is sensitive enough as it is. And I already get hormonal breakouts and stress breakouts and all that kind of thing, so I really just wanted to keep on hand things I knew are currently working. I do need to get an actual foundation though, because this CC cream is great and stuff, but I'm finding when I want, let's just add a little bit more coverage. When I want to do a more flawless kind of look, like this is full coverage. What am I trying to say? I'm almost out of this. I ordered the Farsali Rose Gold Mist something, I don't know. It smelled amazing. I ordered that. It won't be here until Friday, so I'm just going to use the little bit that I can of my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Alright, first question is from Tiffy0619. If you worked outside the home, what would your career choice be? Well, that is a very difficult question for me to answer, and this might be a long-winded answer, but we're here to put makeup on, right? So you at least have something to watch while I answer. First of all, I'm still trying to figure that out. Even as a high schooler, so you're in high school, you're going to the guidance counselor. I cannot see for the life of me. Let me just switch my mirrors here. And he asks you questions, and you fill out all these different questionnaires and stuff like that to help kind of narrow it down. And we kind of always came up with, well, you like a lot of different things. And I never knew, like, I've never had an intense desire to be anything other than a mom. Like, even in high school, people would ask me, oh, what do you want to do? And I always said, oh, I just want to be a mom and be home with my kids. And so I guess, in a way, I'm in my career. I'm raising children. But so are other people who are working outside the home and raising children. So I went to a community college and I got a degree in medical administration, which oddly enough, I think with the way technology and stuff has shifted so much, maybe that type of career is not in such a demand anymore. In fact, I was just talking to one of my subscribers who used to do transcription work, and she said she no longer has a job because they don't need that anymore. I'm like, really? Well, I went to school and I learned how to do all that, but I guess I would have eventually lost my job anyways, which is kind of sad. But at the time, I just kind of picked something. I wanted to pick something that was practical, something I could be done with school and the next day go out and get a job in kind of thing. I didn't want to spend years and years at a university taking classes that might not amount to anything eventually, and I didn't want to waste money and time flip-flopping degrees and having to add more or not degrees, but what's it called? See, I'm so out of the loop. Switching focus, switching career paths. I can't even think of the word right now. Sometimes this is a downside of being a stay-at-home mom. I sometimes feel really stupid and dumb because I'm so out of touch with like adult reality. Anyways, I didn't want to be taking all these courses and then switch my focus and have to take even more courses and have it take even longer. However, when I was doing so yeah, I have the degree and I did do the technical college. I also did the university thing for a little bit and I started a degree in communication. Now, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with that, whether I wanted to be a news reporter, a journalist, work in some sort of news reporting scenario or something. I've always enjoyed writing, and I've kind of, over the years gotten to know myself better. And here's another like little bunny trail. How in the world are you supposed to know what you want to do for the rest of your life when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22? Like, how are you supposed to know what you want to do? And I didn't know. Like, I didn't have a piercing desire to do this. And the thing is the classes that I enjoyed the most while going to college were artsy classes. Like, I was involved in music. I played in the university band. I played in the symphony. I've always done like music type things, and that was always a real love. Now, since having children, I've really put that on the back burner too, just because, I guess I could make up all these excuses and reasons, but I guess honestly by the end of the day, when your children are quiet and sleeping, I just want peace and quiet, and I don't want to think. Like, I don't want to use my brain anymore to practice or whatever. The long-winded answer to that question is I have no idea. I have no experience in really much at this point, and even thinking about going and getting a career now would be incredibly scary because, geez, I couldn't even fill out a resume. What would I write on it? Like, I've worked a little bit outside in the home, like for short periods of time and random things, but I don't even have ex-boss numbers or anything. I mean, I move around. I move around the U.S., and I basically, when you are a military wife, I can't just go out and get a job. Okay, I'm done with the eyebrows. I don't care if they look like crap. I can't just go out and get a job necessarily because my husband leaves at the drop of a hat. This last time that he's left, they gave him 4 days notice. I mean, you can't just not show up to your job, right? So there's like practical reasons. Let me just... Not enough space in this house for all this. Hold on. Scissors, that's not what I want. Okay, screw it. They're in the way back. We're not curling lashes today. Really practical reasons and like some actual logistics to figure out. And it's like we knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. My husband was okay with it. Sometimes I feel a little bit lost even in being a stay-at-home mom because it's like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? And I think in our society we're so ingrained that like who we are is associated with what we do. Like when you ever meet somebody and one of the first things you ask them is, oh, what do you do? You know? But never like, well, who are you? Tell me about yourself. It's always like, what do you do? You know? And so I guess I've had to learn that my worth and value isn't in what I do. You know, it's not in my job title. And my job is actually a really, you know, being a mom is a very selfless job, and it's hard. So I can't imagine juggling a real job outside of the house plus keeping up with laundry. I like to keep my house clean. Like I have a certain threshold that I like to keep my life going at. And so if I added in something, I don't know, I'd probably crack into a million pieces. So in my haul, I talked briefly about this Anastasia Dip Brow Gel and how I wasn't really a fan. Let me just try to use this and show you why I personally find it really troublesome. I know you're so far away. I just don't want to zoom you in. Do you see all those dark, like how the color from this gets on the skin underneath these brow hairs? And then it's just messy. I find it really messy to work with. And I'm not even sure if this gel really solidifies and holds the brow hairs in place anyways. And I don't know. I was curious about it, been curious about it. I'm glad I didn't buy it separate because I totally would be returning this. But since I got it in that kit, it was basically free. How many tattoos do you have? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I'm 39 and looking for more YouTubers who are my age and older now. Thanks. Yeah, I love to watch older people or people my age and older too, because after a while you just don't have a lot. When it comes to skin and it comes to aging and stuff, you can't necessarily take recommendations from someone who's 20 anymore because you're just not having the same type of skin issues, or things just shift and change. Let's just be real. They just shift and change. And so I watch some people not for like makeup beauty advice, but when we're referring to specific like skincare and how they put makeup on and stuff like that, I like to find people who are my age too. Plus, I like listening to people that are older because I feel like they have more wisdom and they're wiser, and they just sometimes say things I'm like, yeah, I really needed to hear that. How many tattoos do I have? Let me count. I believe that I have 7 tattoos and counting. There's a couple more that I'd like to get, but I'm just kind of waiting to find the right artist for the next thing that I want to do. And I kind of think of tattoos like a lot. Actually, none of mine are done by the same artist. I've had them done, let's see, my first tattoo I got when I was 18. I'm now 33 and 9/10. I will be 34 in August here. And it's kind of cool to collect artwork from different artists. And everyone is different, kind of like how we all write different. Everyone has a different style. Everyone, you know, they literally write different. And so it's kind of neat to collect them. I'm just going to make this simple, and I'm using Makeup Revolution. Emily Edit the Needs palette today because this has everything else that I need for my face in here. And I don't have to think about grabbing products while I'm trying to chat here. So I'm going to take this bronzer called Courage. And let's chat a little bit about some YouTubers. I think shouting out other YouTubers is important. For me, it helps as a viewer. It helps me, you know, find people that I otherwise maybe wouldn't have found because of the algorithm YouTube uses to recommend and suggest people. And so I guess one of the first people that, actually I think she's the same age as me. If not, she's in her early 30s here. Whitney Hedrick. Now this year she's really focusing on using makeup that she has, really discussing topics like makeup you don't need to buy, marketing strategies that they try to use to suck you in, kind of the same types of things I've been feeling. Not necessarily have I made specific videos on. I kind of touched on my thoughts in a recent Get Ready With Me about materialism and struggles that I've had and stuff like that. But she's really voicing her thoughts on that. She is actually, I don't know if she's still a working makeup artist, but she was. And I just kind of like to listen to her ramble. So I've really been binge watching her videos a lot at nighttime. Christy Russell, I love her. Okay, so if you, wow, I have a lot of breakouts. Sorry, it's that time of the month. So we have some hormonal acne I probably should have covered, but don't really care. She is a personal stylist. So if you are looking for fashion style videos, how to dress your body, what to wear, how to buy, how to shop, that kind of thing, she's amazing. She's a beautiful person. She's so bubbly. Every year she does Vlogmas. Okay, this is not going to be a fantastic makeup look. This is all about the chat today because this is looking like trash because I didn't powder. So I'm going to powder after because that makes so much sense, right? I really like this product. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I'm sorry that I'm not finishing my sentences today, guys. I honestly have been really feeling frazzled. Deployments can be very tough, and I can handle a lot, but look at this brush. I just washed it. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at all these hairs that just fell off of it. Now that is not a cute look. Okay. Anyways, I can handle a lot. When my husband's gone, I can do all the things that he normally does. That's not a problem for me. What really gets to me is disciplining and just, you know, children bickering back and forth every day. It's exhausting. Okay, that part of it, let's be real, is exhausting. So if you don't have kids, you probably don't understand, but maybe you have a sibling so you kind of understand. Seriously, get these hairs off of my face. Okay, so Christy Russell, I love her. Emily Noel, I think we all know and love her. You know, she is, you know, her thing is reviews. Like, she reviews products. She does all kinds of videos. She made this palette in collaboration with Makeup Revolution. So far, all these women are my age or older. Raw Beauty Christy, love to watch her. She's great. I think she is now, actually, I think she just turned 30, so she just hit that 30 mark. Lisa D1, I enjoyed watching her. She's just a sweet southern lady. She does lots of shopping hauls and beauty looks, and she's always finding something for me to drool over. I mentioned Bailey Sarian. I don't know how old she is, but I like to listen to her Makeup Murder Mystery Mondays because, as you know, I love, if you don't know, I love to watch documentaries, Dateline every week, 2020. I've basically seen every murder mystery documentary on either Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or like regular television. I've watched literally all of them. I'm just really fascinated by watching people make bad choices. I don't know what it is, if it's like the story element, because as it unfolds, you don't, like, if you don't know the story, you don't know what's going to happen, but it's always bad. And it's always like mind-boggling, like, how did these people get to this point? And my camera just turned off. Just not meant to do this today, right? So some people are so beautiful without a stitch of makeup on, and she is one of them. So I'm just going to use the shadows in here. If I don't tell you, well, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so the question about how, this is from Who's Ginny B. How has your focus changed in your YouTube channel over the last 5 years? Okay. Man, I have so many things to share on this topic. But let me just say, YouTube has changed a lot in the past 5 years. It didn't used to be a place where you could make a career out of. It was just a place where regular people would sit down and make videos for a hobby, for fun. Now it's totally changed. Completely. I would say, if anything, my channel it's back in that 5-year zone. Like, how my channel works and how I work, I feel like I'm still back in 2012, 2013, like when I began, because from my perspective, nothing's changed. Like, I got a new camera, I eventually bought some lights, but really nothing else has changed. I really just want to make videos that I enjoy. I want to make things that I myself want to watch. I love watching Get Ready With Me's that go wrong. I love watching the train wreck, this is what happened, but this is what I planned. I love watching that play out, because it gives me comfort that I'm not the only one feeling like a total wreck that day. I mean, I think real things are exciting. And I've said this a million times, but if I want to watch, like, I have eyelashes in my eyes right now. If I want to watch something scripted with a happy ending, I'm going to watch a movie, right? So the struggle in that is that if you want to grow here on YouTube, it's really hard. I've done everything they say to do, but nothing's really changed. So I'm just kind of accepting the fact that, hey, this is what I'm given. Be happy with it. You know, are you happy doing what you're doing? Yes. Then continue to do it. But like when I take breaks, sometimes I'm just honestly overwhelmed or I'm feeling really defeated and disappointed. And so that's when I take breaks on my channel because I just feel like, well, nobody saw that video and it took me 8 hours to film it, put my stuff up, edit it, upload it, you know, like all those things. And so I sometimes, and just be frank and be honest, I feel really disappointed. And then I'm like, you know what, Chelsea? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this for the money? No. What money? Where's the money? Are you doing this because it's fun, because it's a hobby, because you love to chat with other women, encourage them, maybe share something that might touch their heart that day? Like, why are you doing this? And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I continue. Because honestly, after taking like a break of not posting or filming something, this is what I missed. I miss chatting with you. Even though right now it's more of like a therapy session of me speaking how I feel and then you later responding. So it's not really a conversation at this point. But it is. It's like free therapy. Because then after I talk about all this stuff, I get to watch it back as I'm editing it, really process it through, and sometimes shake my head and be like, I shouldn't post this. Why did I say this? That was so stupid. Then I'll cut that part out because I'm like, well, I don't want to look like a complete idiot on the internet. I mean, I let some things slide, okay? Like, I do. But sometimes I say things that I'm like, ugh. I'm glad I got to replay this and cut that out, you know? Because, like, in real life, you can't take back your words. So I kind of feel like my YouTube channel hasn't changed. I still put out things that I myself enjoy. In fact, I just made a list of all of my current favorite wines, and I'm going to film that video because I love wine. I love to drink it. I love to learn about it. I like to watch documentaries about it. I think it would. I've never gone to like a winery, like wine tasting. I know, like, I just haven't lived anywhere where that's been a possibility. And when you have children and you're military and you have no family around, like, it just kind of changes how you go about doing things. I'm basically with my kids every single day, which is fine. It just, after a while, you just crave a break, and that's fine too. I guess if anything, I've started incorporating like more cooking, like what I'm cooking, food things, wine things. I've always loved fashion, and lately I've been doing a lot more fashion type things. I get inspired. I go in waves of inspiration, what my inspiration is. Sometimes I'm super excited to get dressed in the morning, and other times I just want to put makeup on, and other times I just want to eat. Like today, I'm like, is it 5 o'clock yet? Because I have a brand new bottle of wine I cannot wait to open and try. I just share what is on my heart to share, really. And it may go against what you're supposed to do to grow and all this stuff, but that's not my main focus. It's not my main priority. And when I find myself slipping into that, that's when I lose interest. That's when I feel you guys lose interest. That's when I feel like, okay, wait a minute, I don't like what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you guys always say to me, you like the real stuff. You like to see just real life chat. And I would say if there was a strength of mine that I needed to focus on for my channel, maybe that's what it is. You know, when I first started my channel, I didn't know how to put any makeup on. Like, what I knew how to do was not up to YouTube standards or what other people were doing. And I just kind of learned how to do makeup as I watched videos. And I still do not get perfect eye looks. Like, I still wouldn't turn to my channel for a new makeup look. Like, you've come to the wrong place if you want a makeup tutorial. I'm sorry. I will try my best, and yes, I do put out videos from time to time, but like, let's be real. Right now, my kids are watching television, so I'm trying to like rush through this before they need me. And that's just the state of my life. I think I have to also keep in perspective some of the people that I watch, or a lot of the people that I watch, they don't have kids. So for them, they don't have mom guilt about sitting down and filming. Now, I'm not saying they don't have their own things going on in their life. They don't have other priorities and stuff like that. I'm just simply saying, if if you have little ones in the house, it's a different ballgame than, just you in the house to be responsible for. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to make them be less than and me greater. You know what I'm saying? I'm just simply stating kids versus no kids. It's a different ballgame. I also don't have family in the area to just drop my kids off and be at grandma's house for 2 hours while I go home and film. It's just so different. And in order to make this channel successful during the summertime, I just have to be able to come in here, fly in, fly out kind of thing. So if you're new to my channel right now, do note the videos will get better once they are back in school. But right now, this is just very much a reality for me. The struggle to get content up while they are home. Okay, I hate this eye look, but I'm just not even caring because at this point, I kind of just want to quit and continue chatting. I can get away with it looking really messy and just like, oh, it's just a grunge look today. I just realized I've been using this exact same brush for all colors this entire makeup look, so that could be part of the problem as to why I'm not really loving how this is turning out. Adelia V27, do you have a lot of social life? How do you handle if your husband is out of the country most of the time? You look gorgeous anytime. Well, thank you, because right this very current moment, I'm feeling like I look really bad. But that's okay. We all have days where we feel less than good. Probably don't look as bad as we think that we do, but I chose today to do this, so we're just going with it. Now I forgot what the first part of that question was. Oh, social life. What do you mean by social life? I guess, do I attend fancy parties at night in cocktail gowns with all of my high elite friends? No. No. I have a few friends that live in San Antonio that I've met since being here, and we'll do like kid play dates, like, go to the park, go to the pool, meet up for lunch, that kind of thing. If that's what you consider social life, yes, I do that. I try to make, now that it's summer, more often than not, I try to do that. Now, once my kids are back into school, the routine kind of shifts and stuff. And I really try to put a lot of my downtime into my channel to make good content for you, not these crazy, chatty, random, all over the place type of videos. I prefer not to make this kind of content, but if that's what I'm given right now, I'm just going to make the best of it. Hopefully this is entertaining to say the least for you. So I wouldn't say I have a social life. I don't make a point to have, like my husband and I wouldn't even know what date night is. Like we never have date night unless my family is in town visiting, and then my husband and I will go out for a date night. But like my parents were just here, but my he's gone for work, so we didn't even get a date night this time around. But we should be able to, work willing, be able to have a date night when he returns. I wouldn't say I have a huge social life, and I don't know if most people do. I mean, we go to church on Sundays, so we get to hang out with people there. Like I said, I hang out with my friends when we're able to do that, just kind of let the kids play and that kind of thing. But I think because it's the season I'm in, and I guess even if I didn't have children, I would still probably make time to hang out with my girlfriends. I do have when the kids are in school and stuff, I'll have my girlfriends over to hang out, or we'll go out for lunch every once in a while and stuff like that. And I think having friendships and having things to do with other people is important. You kind of recharge each other. It's a fresh perspective. You can share stories of what's going on and, get a different perspective from somebody, because your own perspective on something, depending on what it is, it could be tainted, it could be wrong, you could be, harsher on yourself than you really need to be. I mean, we need to encourage each other, and that's what friends are for, right? In the summertime, I really dislike to do a gloss. Easy application when I'm out and about. This is too light on its own. I feel like I don't look great. Who's calling me? I feel like I don't look great in really light colors. Let's do this. This is Cherry Flip by Buxom. Yeah. This is actually one of my favorite glosses by Buxom. So much better. Okay. This video is not about the makeup look. It was basically it just gave me something to do while trying to talk to you. I'm not proud of how it turned out. I do, however, love this mascara, and I really like this gloss. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was absolutely, I feel panicked. I feel crazy. I'm literally dripping with sweat right now because I'm thinking, maybe you shouldn't attempt to do any more chatty get ready with me's without planning ahead and just kind of like, I don't know, I do a little bit better with things planned, and I honestly planned all of my videos, and this was kind of a shooting from the hip kind of thing. Kids were occupied, so let me know if this was okay and you want to see more of these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet done so. I have a slew of these crazy chatty all over the place videos to check out, and have a fabulous day. Bye guys.